Hey Aquarius, what is going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel, Purusha Intuitive. I am Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness. And this is your reading for duality. Just popped out. Very interesting. We are in Mercury retrograde right now. These readings are timeless. As long as the message resonates, then I definitely believe it's for you. If you want specifications, it can be Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, obviously welcome. So let's look at the energy. What is the highest and best message? All right, we start off with source. So this is a lot about what we connect to. Where do we find our source of fuel? What is giving us that drive, that passion to move forward? Something is underneath the surface, obviously with secrets, and especially that duality card popping out while I was shuffling. This talks about, you know, like sometimes like the good positive things fuel us, but then other times it's the frustration, it's the anger, it's the defeat, it's the duality that ends up, you know, lighting that fire under our butt to get things moving, right? So I have this feeling that there is this element of duality playing out within your situation. Some secrets are being withheld from you. I don't feel like you have any awareness around this. Okay, karmic relationship. Like you might not know. Like to me, this has not come to the surface yet at all. But there is, I feel like you can feel it like underneath the surface, not to be redundant, but it's like a subconscious, you know, it's like when you have that feeling, that inclination that just something is off, something is not right. I feel like right now you are really adjusting where you connect to that fuel for yourself. You know, definitely you could be a parent having a lot of demands from your children. That card is also talking about like working with our inner child energy, right? Like making sure that we're taking time for our own health and well-being. Like, and really what I mean by that is just self-care, right? Like, yeah, we take time to, especially when we're dealing with karmic situations, guys, because that really is our learning lessons in life. Things, you know, anytime we're dealing with a karmic relationship, person, situation, like I said, it's gonna be very triggering. And those things emotionally can be hard to navigate. Like I said, we're in Mercury retrograde, so it makes sense that that's coming up for you, because a lot of times, anytime a planet's in retrograde, it's going to bring up past stuff that hasn't been healed yet, etc. Yeah. And this is, I mean, definitely love energy. Page of Cups to me is always that value of someone, yes, like feeling that love, that connection, but not really knowing how to go about it. You know, it's baby energy. They're brand new. Or just their level of maturity only allows them to go so deep, right? And there is new beginnings here, you know, new beginnings towards love. You could have connected with someone that you do just have that innate connection with. And this can be, yes, it can be love relationship, but this can also be platonic, right? This could be a good friend, someone new that you meet, connecting with a family member, you know, in a new way, or anything along those lines, even a business partner, etc. But like I said, it definitely has this empowered energy with that Chariot. Definitely business, career, finance can be involved. This is really talking about you being intentional on who you give your time and energy to, right? Like you're kind of looking at things in a different way. And to me, this is definitely coming through with that karmic relationship, right? Like anytime we're dealing with some challenging people, it sheds new light. It gives us wisdom, right? Like, I don't want to deal with that kind of energy anymore. So if I sense it off of someone, I'm probably just gonna, keep them at arm's length, etc. Let's dive into this a little more, Aquarius. So this energy of new beginnings, really making sure that you're coming at it from a strong and empowered way. That love energy comes up again with the Six of Cups. That can also be someone from our past as well. Someone we have a lot of history with, right? Long-term relationship. Someone we knew from childhood. And, there is this desire for this rebalancing. This is what's coming out of your energy. Wow. Okay. So Page of Wands right there. So we got 2 pages, 2 sixes on the board. So, and a lot with that Fool card, like I said, that really talks about new beginnings. And I feel like you're trying to work through things with a karmic partner. You guys are trying to start over again, maybe start fresh, start new. Things have been a little bit amiss. You're smarter this time around, even though this is like a brand new, fresh start with that Fool energy. You're also, like I said, you have a little more intelligence. This is someone someone how they operate, how they function, how they show up, etc. So you feel like you have a little bit more of a grip on this situation moving forward. And I feel like you're giving it a go, right? You're giving it, your best effort. You're kind of wiping the slate clean. Let's figure things out new and fresh, and start from there. Also be mindful, especially if this is someone you have children with, there are these secrets that are coming to the surface to be revealed, So this person looks like they're on the same page, 10 of Pentacles is home, family, legacy, like building your legacy, bringing in your material wealth, etc. And so this person, it definitely looks like a partnership dynamic. They have that same concept in mind. They're trying to build and grow with you as well, and they're also coming up in a very healed way with that Star energy. That's about allowing ourselves to grow, to learn our lessons, learn whatever these karmic lessons are. And this person or situation is definitely doing that. They're on a good path, which I like. It's a good energy, because change is happening. And you might have put your foot down, you know what I mean? You might have, I don't know. I feel like there was a conversation about things needing to change, right? Because their energy is definitely displaying with a lot of major arcana. It really talks about how, they're being challenged to approach the situation in a completely different way, right? Like they have to kind of man up, so to speak, be the mature one. And I feel like they weren't before, but like I said, for both of you, it does feel like you are, trying to be on the same page. It's a little bit more grounded. For me, this feels like that's coming from your leadership and your direction, Aquarius. Or this part, yeah. Whew. But okay, so sorry, this reading was a little too good to be true. Because like I said, it looks like there's some movement. But then we come up with this 5 of Swords energy. So something is definitely being blocked. And we have Capricorn energy with Queen of Pentacles. This is Taurus and Libra, the Empress, ruled by Venus. So there is this dynamic, there is this situation that is on hold right now. There's a little bit of resistance, and like I said, maybe you guys have very different ideas about how this should work. This dynamic between you two. Let's look at this. Okay, yeah, so communication. having conversations. It does look like there is active, you know, active communication going on, like I said. But this definitely is the need to make a choice, you know, about whether you are going to, okay, so I feel like you're asking about whether someone wants to get on board or not, right? And like I said, if they're not your partner, then this is definitely someone that, you know, they're working to grow, they're working to heal, they're working to evolve. And whatever interaction you guys have had has been a little bit amiss, right? Because you are, I will say, Aquarius, what you're bringing to the table to them is a little bit, it's almost, yeah, there we go, temperance energy. So you're being conscious and mindful, you know, you're giving something, but it's not like you're putting all your eggs in one basket, you know, all your chips in on the poker table, whatever, all in. That's what I kept seeing. It's not like you're going all in, you know, and I feel like that's because there has been this element of resistance for whatever reason within the relationship, you know. I feel like I said, there is this intention to do it right and to do it better moving forward, right? But this is also about, you know, I think, like I said, you're kind of waiting to see how it unfolds. And working to be diplomatic, that's your energy right there. But it's provoking a lot of emotion for some reason for you, Aquarius, you know. You're trying to be level-headed. You don't love how things worked out. Maybe things got off to a bad start, that type of vibe. Okay, yeah, there was conflict. So conflict between you and this other person, different ideas about how something was supposed to go, how something was gonna work out. Do I feel like you guys have addressed that? Not specifically, but I feel like you've moved forward from that, right? You're still struggling, like I said, Aquarius, because you're not really sure how this person's going to show up moving forward. Are they actually going to be on board? Are they going to, you know, corroborate with you? Or are they going to, like, you know, kind of like do their own thing is what I'm hearing. And it does look like you guys have a conversation around this, but I do feel like something comes out that does put a wrench into things. And let me just clarify that before I pull the oracles. Okay, yeah. So this makes, I mean, you know, I feel like at the end of it, it's about what is, something comes out, like I said, to throw a wrench in everything, you know? And a lot of this is surrounding, like, just that element of feeling like happy and satisfied with how things are going in life, you know, and definitely I feel like once all this comes out, it shifts your perspective in a huge way where it's not so like material, right? Like the physical reward for whatever is happening between you two. It's more about the emotional, right? Like you're actually aligning more with that happiness. Be mindful, Aquarius, that you're not like, you know, because you're not 100% certain, make sure that you're still giving them, you know, a fair shake of it. Because this is a little bit of like a dominating, controlling vibe, liking to be on top, kind of having the last say is what I'm hearing. Yeah, look at that. And you're in your tower, and you are like, you do a good job at keeping things in order, in place. This is 100% confirmation of that. But we always have to continue to check ourselves, right? Like, make sure that you're not resting on your laurels. Make sure that you're not relying on this kind of like forceful strength and power. Because like I said, the dynamic between you and this other person isn't 100% healed. And whatever comes out about it is going to be, I mean, I think it's going to be, like I said, it does feel, yeah. It's like a too good to be true, right? Places where You know, you guys might have come together and it just really wasn't supposed to work out. It was more there for the learning and growth lessons, which those aren't the easiest, right? But that's exactly why Spirit's saying, like, just take a second, right? Really evaluate what is true, what is authentic, and what are your fears? What are the things that, like, you're afraid you're sensing? You guys have that opportunity to communicate. I feel like this is in, you know, in your wheelhouse. Sometimes we just have to take that initiative and figure out where the other person is at. That's actually going to help this evolve and move forward. And, you know, like I said, it's like you're going to be able to see at the end of the day, is this really something you want to get tangled up in? So I'm sending lots of love and blessings, Aquarius, to whatever you're navigating through. I would love to support in whatever way, whether it is through this video or you can totally reach out for me to look at your specific situation. Thanks for tuning in. I so appreciate all the love and the support. Many blessings.